Good evening and welcome to day 23 of 50 days. I'm David Griffiths, and I've been going on this journey of introspection and public sharing where I'm just really, sharing my heart about the insights God has given me in my life and encouraging others to do the same. So this evening I want to talk about a time for everything. A time for everything. Many of us have heard the text, "There's a time for everything and a season for every activity under heaven." And quite honestly, I think that was a wise observation that Solomon made, that, in life we'll have different seasons and we should expect them and not be surprised when the different seasons come. But I want to talk to you about how you set boundaries with your social media. Yes, there's a time for everything, and social media is a wonderful blessing. It's how you and I are bumping into each other today. However, there's a danger when we don't put limits or boundaries on how we use our social media. There was a survey done that talked about the effect of technology on the attention span of middle schoolers. This Pew Internet survey of nearly 2,500 teachers found that 87% believe new technologies are creating an easily distracted generation with short attention spans. And 64% say digital technologies do more to distract students than to help them academically. Now, that may seem all negative, but the same study showed that teachers find that there are so many benefits from having all this information easily at your disposal. But the danger is that we find ourselves on our devices, playing games, on social media, clicking this and clicking that, getting hits of dopamine, and find it difficult for us to focus. So Dr. Cal Newport, in a TED Talk that he gave, encouraged people to quit social media. I'm not encouraging you to quit social media, but I'm encouraging you to set boundaries based upon the insight that he and others have shared. So if social media can be something like gambling, where we're getting all these hits of dopamine and we're excited and we just can't put our device down, and Facebook or another platform, they hire people to figure out ways to keep us engaged so we won't leave. We understand that if we don't do something, we'll constantly be absorbed on our devices. Our relationships will start to disintegrate. And research has shown that a lot of people who spend excessive amounts of time on social media end up having depression because they don't have real connection. They have artificial connection. So what I want to encourage you to do is something that I was inspired by memory expert Jim Kwik with. Jim Kwik doesn't bring his device into his bedroom, any of his devices, his phone, his laptop, his tablets. And the first hour of every day, he does not go check text messages, emails. Instead, those times he guards away from those devices and those influences. Because what he and others have found is that because this is a tool that's being used to constantly get your attention, it keeps you from other things that your mind should be doing. So I want to encourage you on day 23 of 50 days to put boundaries on things that can easily become addictions and that can distract you. Dr. Newport pointed out the fact that when he's done at 5 o'clock, when he finishes work, he doesn't have to bring work home because he's able to focus deeply and get a lot of things done, whereas some other people who find themselves distracted by social media have a difficult time getting into deeper states of concentration. Their productivity is lessened, and therefore they end up having to do extra stuff at home that they wouldn't have had to do if they'd been able to focus clearly during the time that was really designated for work. So once again, it's day 23 of 50 days. I'm just sharing with you the principle that Solomon stated a long time ago. There's a time for everything, and there's an importance in setting boundaries on how much time we spend with entertainment, how much time we spend on social media, and with our electronic devices. I hope you have a wonderful evening and an even better tomorrow, and I hope to run into you tomorrow for day 24.